On this video then I'm going to be discussing a few pros and cons to joining the military, in particular the army at an older age. How's it going everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Luke and welcome to Ranger Media. On this video then I'm going to be talking about the advantages then about joining the military at a later age. So what I mean by a later age then is sort of mid to late 20s and definitely within your 30s itself. Specifically the British Army then, we sort of cap out at 35 years old. So if you pass that sort of threshold, you can't join up the regulars, but you can go reserves. But we're just going to be focusing in on the regulars for this video itself. So then the big advantage and the main advantage I always sort of say is you're going to be that sort of, you're going to have a lot of life experience behind your back. Now someone may be watching this thinking like, okay, well, you know, I work in retail, or I'm a car salesperson, or, you know, work on build, whatever it may be. How's that give me any sort of specific, you know, experience to join the military? It doesn't. It's that life experience is what I'm on about. It's just generally, you know, you may have a mortgage, you're paying rent, you're just generally looking after yourself. All these types of experiences will be just, you know, will give you absolute bonuses whenever specifically you go down into basic training. Now, on the other hand of it then is everyone else who's going into basic training who's of a younger age, the sort of that teenagers, 18, 19, 20s, you know, they have got little to no like quality life experience, is an out in the world of work experience to what you have. You know, and potentially quite a lot of them then will be the very first time they're ever leaving home. Their only other jobs, potentially they've had no job and they just come straight from school. So straight away then the experiences are going to vary, you know, greatly. This will give you a lot of advantages in training because training is a very serious thing, don't get me wrong. However, it is just a game and it's all about playing the game. And as soon as you realize what the game is, you can play it a lot easier. Someone who's of a younger age may not get that the whole way through it and they can get stressed out over things a lot quicker than someone who's of an older age. So straight away then you're going to have your advantages there. Other advantages then is leadership. So straight away then you're going to be going in a leadership role, an unofficial leadership role at a very, very early time, as early as in basic training. So straight away, you know, you're going to be going out, and whenever you're going for your evolutions throughout the week or whatever it may be, you will just maybe get things a lot quicker than what someone of a younger age will do in your training platoon. So naturally, when it comes to night time and you're polishing your boots or you're doing whatever, it could be something as simple as ironing. You know, I remember when I joined up, I was like 18 years old, and you know, I was nearly going to leave because of flipping ironing and just couldn't do it. I couldn't grip it. I couldn't get the creases in properly. So all them little things was just stressing me out. Whereas someone who's of an older age, then, you know, it's just like just ironing a shirt. Well, I'm getting stressed out, just getting it done. So then naturally, then you're going to help the people out within your sort of platoon, which then in turn helps you then to establish your own leadership style. Now, you're not going to be able to lead as such in training. You are a recruit. You're all the same sort of, you know, you're all in the same boat as such. The instructor's job to do his job or her job in there. But what that does, it gives you a bit of extra exposure to it. So then whenever you come to you know, your regiment or whatnot, then you're in a better position then to really sort of push out your leadership qualities, because that's whenever you start to get judged on individually when you arrive at your regiment. So you'll have yearly reports and all that sort of stuff. So that's whenever you start to you're still a teamwork as such, but you could progress a lot quicker than someone else. If you're wanting to work harder than someone else, you'll progress a lot harder. You'll progress a lot quicker than someone else. Okay, the other advantage then is, you know, maybe you've already got a family back at home and you've got that sort of family sort of bond, that sort of family unit established. Straight away, you and your family can have totally different experiences that what you may have not ever thought you would have had by joining the military, because you will get to go places as a family you may have not been able to go to, or maybe even have thought about going during your normal life. Now, this is like a two-way thing. Maybe your family doesn't want to uproot and move around as such because, you know, kids in school or your partner's got a certain, you know, profession and they can't move, all that sort of stuff. So it can be a double-edged sort of weapon. However, if you did go and move, you can go to other places, because like things like Cyprus, there's regiments based out there, or other parts of the UK where you didn't think you could go. Staying on the sort of family aspect, for the positive side then is it's the sort of the rent. So the money you'll pay for military accommodation. I'm in one right now. It's not too bad, but it's £300 a month. So if you're coming from you've got your own mortgage with your family, if you moved into your sort of military family accommodation, then that mortgage house, then you could rent that out, so maybe make more money on that, or have someone else just pay your mortgage for you while you live in this accommodation. Or you don't have a mortgage, and civilian private rent is extremely high in the UK, certainly in more areas than others. But if you moved in sort of the military accommodation, then that £300 a month is what I pay, creates a massive, very good, comfortable buffer for you to start saving good quality money to then eventually get a mortgage. And there's also sort of military grants and things in place to help you, which I discussed in a previous couple of videos ago. So that combined with the cheap rent and stuff can be really good aspect for your family. Another one then, staying with the family, is, and I'm hitting hard here with the family because I have got one, so I'm speaking from experience, is your sort of leave. So you get, like, off the top of my head, 35-ish days paid leave a year. Normally then, definitely, now I can't speak with outside the infantry because I know they run it differently, but definitely within the infantry, in your regiment, we tend to go on block leaves. Everyone goes on leave together. So Christmas, you're always going to have Christmas off unless you're deployed in operations, which is not all the time. But you'll know then you're always going to be off really around your kids' holidays. So summer, you can look to have 3 weeks off there. Easter, 2 weeks off there. Half term, which we're just about to come up into, I'm going to have 2 weeks off, which is coming up too soon. You're going to have long weekends, around bank holiday weekends. So although you do go away on exercise, and whenever you do go on operations, and that time you spend away from family, when you do get your family time, it is very high quality family time. You're going to have that steady wage in there that's been building up over time. You can go on holidays, all that sort of stuff. I know you can go on holidays and stuff if you're not serving, but the point I'm trying to make is, you'll always have that long time with them when it comes to having time off. Another one then is job security. Specifically, I don't want to harp on about it too much, but right in the current climate we're in now, where for some people there can be a little bit of uncertainty with regards to their profession, coming in at that older age, it's going to buy you the time, so it doesn't matter. And I maybe relate to probably people who are going to come in at a later age are going to make a career out of it. That no matter what happens, you're going to get paid. So whether it's what's happening now, you're still going to get your wage, you're still going to have a roof over your head. If you fall and you get injured and you break your leg or break your arm, you can't physically work. So I'm an infantry. If I break my leg, I can't go out and do a job, but I'm getting paid every month. My pay isn't affected at all, and I'm getting put through rehabilitation to get me fighting fit again. Dental's free and all the rest of it. So for all them little things that could be concerns and issues for like someone who's in a later stage of their lives now, straight away all them sort of stresses that people may not really, what just goes over people's heads, are taken away, and you've got more time to concentrate on the things that you want to do. And really, it does sound like a cliche, but it's so true. Age is just a number. It doesn't matter, especially whenever you're in basic training. Everyone is wearing the same uniform. You're going to have the same haircuts initially. You're going to be going through the same process. As long as you're fit enough and you can do the job you're being asked to do, and you're keen and you want to be there, it doesn't matter how old you are. You're going to go through the process. You're not going to be in no way, shape or form disadvantaged to someone who is of a younger age. And personally, looking at it now, I think it's potentially better. If not, you've got a little bit more advantages going in at an older age because of all them sort of aspects of having the life experience and the sort of cool head on top of your shoulders and everything else that comes with that. So if you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you haven't subscribed and you did get something from this, please consider subscribing. And then if you are a current subscriber, don't forget to hit the bell icon because it'll keep you up to date with any future videos, and I will see you again on the next one.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission.